guys, a very warm welcome to Motorhoming Adventures.
Motorhoming Adventures.
Absolutely, this is our new channel, and the old one being...
It was offshore and onshore adventures, but here we're going to bring you all things motorhoming, the UK, Europe, further afield, who knows.
Absolutely, and we'll also be bringing across some of our original films that are on our old channel, all motorhoming films of course, and we'll be bringing them onto this channel so you don't miss out.
Absolutely, yeah. So stay tuned. All things motorhoming, technical, trips, travels, you name it. It's great to have you along.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you enjoy the channel, please do subscribe.
Oh, of course. Please do subscribe. And of course, the odd like is good too.
Thank you. Here we are, the Brecon Beacons Caravan Club site in Wales.
Hurrah!
And
the first site
yeah,
ever.
It's damp, but we don't care. We're going to be tucked up cosy.
Can we play on the swings?
No. Wow, fantastic. Just
yes,
checking in now.
Indeed. And all hooked up. We were asked to line up with the white peg at the back here to the offside, rear offside of the van. We of course chose the luckiest one on the pitch, number 13. And lining up by that was just about the distance between us and the neighbouring pitch to ensure that we keep that sort of 6 metre fire break between us and the any next vehicle on the neighbouring pitch. So dead easy to take that guidance, and all hooked up then with the power. Quick bit of levelling as well. We were slightly out of kilter last night, albeit Nikki has said for years I'm slightly out of kilter. So we got a pair of these Malenko Quattro 3s which were a breeze to use, and have got us smack on the level, so I wasn't sliding out of bed last night. Just the job. Blinds up this morning, bit of condensation on the inside of the windows. Incidentally, you fabulous watchers and motorhome users, let me know in the comments below what you do to combat that. I've seen some thermal blankets around the outside. I've seen somebody actually mention using a Karcher, one of those window vacs, which actually sounds a really good option because we've got one kicking around at home somewhere. But any other suggestions on that would of course be welcome. Put it in the comments down below. We'd love to hear your suggestions apart from those couple. Thanks for that. So when we arrived at the fabulous Brecon Beacons club site, a few little bits and bobs they gave us which were very handy. Obviously a map of the site, some rules and regulations, a bit of track and trace for those that want to opt into that, and some guidance on the back there of a similar nature, contact tracing, face coverings, etc., which in Wales is still a face coverings indoors at the moment. And then some other information about those that have dogs with them, some local stuff here, Brecon Beacons club site for exploring the region, the all-important invoice, all of 37.88. Blimey, if you stayed in a hotel where we're from in Tenby for 2 nights, you'd be looking at about 350 quid. So you can't beat a bit of that price, that's for sure. And I suspect there's probably even cheaper ways to do it if we stayed in a lay-by down the road. And they also gave us a bus timetable and even some local taxi stuff. So a very welcoming welcome. And what did you think of it, Nikki?
Yeah, I thought it was great. It was all very well organised.
It was, yes.
We found our pitch. We could choose our pitch.
Yeah.
She gave us the details of the type of pitch that we could choose.
Yeah, yeah. They've just gone to just stopped using grass, so we could pick any of the square white ones. The grass ones they've just taken out of use because the rain yesterday was a bit biblical, wasn't it?
It was rather, but that didn't prevent any enjoyment.
No,
It's great fun.
In fact, interestingly, Noah pitched up in the pitch next door, and he's got several animals coming out the back now. It was that rainy.
Yes, and the campsite's lovely. It's peaceful, very quiet night. We had a good sleep in our first night.
Oh yes, it was.
Yeah, it was very nice. And
Yeah.
we're toasty and warm. And we're going to go and explore Brecon very shortly on our pedal cycles.
Oh yes, and look at this. Look at that yellow thing up in the sky.
Oh yes.
What on earth is that? It's nearly October and you can look at that, eh? A bit of sunshine shines on the righteous. In fact, let's take you out the door and you can actually have a look at that sun. Look at that. Look at the views there. Beautiful. Time we get the bikes out, I think, and go for a cycle into Brecon. So day 2 at Brecon, and we've come out, got the bikes out, getting a test flight on the bikes, and which we are cheating slightly because they've got a little bit of assistance. Not that Superfit Nikki would ever need a tiniest bit of assistance, would you?
No, but in the Brecon Beacons I might, because the mountains are quite high.
Yes, they are. Yeah, true. So we're going to have a toddle into Brecon to see, especially to see if this weather holds. If not, then we'll have to dive for cover. But yeah, going for a toddle into Brecon. So do join us. And a lovely little cycle track into Brecon. The last of a passing shower, so we hid under the beech trees. Lovely, just coming by on a little, looks like a little sightseeing barge. You can go for a run up the canal. Yeah, that looks good fun.
That looks fun.
Very nice too. Ah, sunshine at last. Ooh, that looks yummy, Rezzy. Like that. Yum, yum. So, ham and cheese toasty done, and what did you have? I can't remember.
I had just a cheese and onion toasty.
Cheese and onion. Oh, that was good. That'll get us back. And look at that lovely skyline up there. Mountains in the background. Hiya. Beautiful. A lovely way to travel. Lovely to have a house right on the canal bank, especially if you've got a kayak, or of course a narrowboat. Kick back to the past. A miner and his carriage. Well, glad those showers have eased off, and a little bit of sunshine on day 2 of our run over to Brecon. Check everything out on the van, work out how everything works, water, electrics, heating, everything. Fingers crossed, seems to be working fine. And of course topped off with this lovely cycle into town, and just heading back now. Look at those lovely mountains in the background. Oh, and here's a narrowboat just up ahead, pottering along, not a care in the world. Fantastic. Afternoon. No, it's quite all right. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you. This is Dragonfly, which passed us on the way into Brecon. Looks like a day trip boat. I'll stop and let you have a watch of that. Looks very nice. Lovely. Gosh, that is full. Fantastic. What a good day out it looked like they were having. Right, now it's time for me to earn my toasty off by carrying the bikes up the steps. And just on the edge of Brecon now, come up to the first main roundabout. The back of the back gate, if you like, of the campsite. And let's take you on a quick tour around as we our van's over the other side, so we'll show you some of the campsite as well. if it's not too bumpy on the handlebars. Two large wash areas, one straight in front of you there, and I have to say they were absolutely immaculate, super clean, and likewise I think Nikki said the ladies were in equally pristine condition. Oi oi, going for it. That's the reception there, just in front of us. Two caravans coming in. And then the barrier controls here, which they've given me a little key card for to get in and out if we were going out and about in the daytime with the motorhome. And let's go down to the left there, and this is the other washroom on the left, shower block, grass pitches now just closed apparently, and we're just a bit further down there, last one on the right. Which gives us a nice backdrop there. If I just turn the handlebars, look at that peak up in the distance there. Penny Fan is the highest peak in the Brecon Beacons. Walked up there a few times. Lovely climb up there, lovely steady walk, and well worth doing if you haven't done it yet. So, and back home. Back home after a very pleasant hour or two, wasn't it? Good. Oh, got a wash off, is it? Yeah, well, it was certainly biblical enough early evening yesterday to do that. Surprised we didn't float. Next to Noah, next door. Well, a little picnic area as well. Very nice too. Nice little play area. Very nice. A dog area. With no scooters. I'd like to see a dog on a scooter though, to be fair. And Nikki often strolling away. So, and a little signed walk heading us off down towards the towpath, I think, that we just might cycle back to the site on. And remember that, Nikki, if you've been to the pub with good food, real ales and a beer garden, there are steep slopes on the way back. Shame they're not downhill, because you could have rolled back downhill, back to the van. Where's the little stream? Ah, is that you brought me here to make me earn my tea or something?
Yes, I thought we'd come out and do a little bit of training. Ready for tea. Yeah.
It's a Bear Grylls course, is it? It looks pretty extreme to me.
Oh yes, yeah. It's slippy at the moment, so I might not break my neck.
And into a little hamlet about half a mile away from the caravan park. Look at that, lovely. Those lovely peaks in the background. Managed a couple of 3 times to get up to those higher ones in all types of weather as well. Fabulous. Not that we're coming this way because there's a signpost for a pub at all.
That's nice. Oh, there's a map.
Ah, a little bookshop and a map. How very pleasant.
That's nice, isn't it? Where you drop some off on it.
Look at that, that's great. Behind every successful man stands a surprised woman. Wow. A full-on library at the local bus stop. Love it. Remember going up Penny Fan, Rezzy?
Yes, a few times.
Yeah, absolutely. In the snow we did it once, didn't we?
Yeah, we'll have to do it again soon.
Gosh, yeah, winter is coming in. Temperatures dropped actually about 10 degrees in the last few days. Look at that though, what a fabulous skyline. That is stunning. And the A40 taking you to Brecon or to Abergavenny, and then just over the sort of brow over there with that amazing mountainous backdrop is the campsite. We're just walking around in a sort of full circle. Very nice, and hopefully down this way we should meet up with the Canal and or the River Usk. A little bit further down the canal where we were cycling earlier. And then just down from the canal, I think we've got the the River Usk's down below us there. Lovely. Beautiful. Fish or two in there, do you think?
Yeah.
Nice for the kayak. If it wasn't for the traffic, it would be fabulously peaceful, but we don't mind the odd car or two. Very nice too. Autumn very much upon us. A little bit cooler despite the nice sun today, and then I think sadly for the next couple of weeks we're heading for another biblical rain shower. Wow. That's a pretty deep lock, that one. Remember the one we used to have before we had our little Mary Fisher 895? We used to have a tiny little cabin cruiser on the canal at, it initially started when we bought it at Harefield in Middlesex on the Grand Union Canal, and just outside the marina at Harefield there was an incredibly deep lock, which is probably a tad deeper than this, but this one is a good old size. And a good set of timbers there. Wonder if they've been used in anger yet to block up the river flow, or the canal flow I should say, when they're doing maintenance. Slotted in just in front of the lock there to enable them to drain out the lock, do a bit of work and maintenance. Wow, oh, what a beauty of an ash tree. One of the few perhaps that hasn't succumbed
Very healthy.
to the dieback. It does indeed. Lovely. Sun coming through the branches. And you can just probably hear, and you might be able to see down through the trees there, about 100 odd foot below us, the River Usks down there. Always a bit weird when you, I remember going over an aqueduct years ago, pretty weird to be going over the water, over a bridge on the water. Similarly here, to have the Usk right down below us and the canal at our level. The wonders of those canal builders all those years ago. Wow, look at that. Stunning down to the Usk there. What a lovely river. And once again, the lovely penny fan in the background there. Just amazing. Definitely worthy of a photo or two, I think, Rezzy. Mr. and Mrs. Mallard, times several. Ah,
It's the local duck village.
the local, yes, the houses of Duck Parliament probably. And another little stop, look at that. What a backdrop. You might just be able to pick up those mountain ridges in the background. A lovely stop to sit and contemplate where we're going to go next with the motorhome. Decisions. Well, the sun going down on what was actually a very unexpectedly grand day. The pouring rain of a couple of days ago disappeared. We got all those bits and pieces in, bit of a cycle, bit of a walk, look round Brecon, and I think it may be going back to a bit of rain tomorrow, but Nikki chilling. Enjoy your day, did you?
Oh, it was marvellous.
Lovely indeed, yes. We've been testing just about everything in the van to make sure everything was working. The heating systems, the hot water, the central heating, the cooker with its little induction hob as well. That was certainly good. That's really quick, the induction on there. Nikki's been getting herself all set up. Bedding's done. Bits and bobs out the back. Wardrobes have got all the junk out of them and all the wrapping. So we're gradually getting that. Gradually getting there. Been a lovely couple of days to tinker around and of course to get out and about. So let's see what tomorrow brings, weather-wise, when we'll be on the move again from this lovely spot in the Brecon Beacons. So see you again tomorrow. Well, a little bit different this morning. A little bit damp this morning, but another lovely, quiet, peaceful night here. Such a nice spot. definitely be coming back here, albeit I think they shut at the beginning of November through to obviously spring next year. But a great spot, definitely on our list, and shortly time to get busy, get everything stowed, remember what we have to put back together to leave. Made half a checklist of things to do when we're leaving, but of course any suggestions from you guys in the comments below as to things you must definitely not forget, well, apart from taking out the hookup leads and things like that. Any suggestions, always appreciated. Love to get your comments. So I better get busy and first of all clean off that reversing camera, because that was a bit grubby when we came in after a day on the road in the rain 2 days ago.
So it's been a great couple of nights at the caravan and motorhome site in Brecon, and we're just leaving now, and we're going to head for a National Trust park called Dynefew. I think that's how you pronounce it, not quite sure. Probably stop there for lunch and have a walk if the weather allows us, and say good morning, Bob.
Thumbs up to Brecon Beacons Caravan and Motorhome club site.
Yeah, very impressed.
Very nice indeed.
Clean facilities, lovely staff, great pitch. What more could you want? And yeah, we've got the rest of the day before we eventually head back home today.
In a bit of drizzle, but we don't mind drizzle.
We don't mind drizzle. There's a little bit of sun peeping through here and there, so that's all right. So it's a bit misty and rainy, but that's Dunfor House, just been to, National Trust property. Very nice. Not sure you can see it, it's a bit dull today, but yeah, spectacular house. And now on our way back home.
Well, what a fab couple of days. Thoroughly tested most of the systems. I think we got around most of the systems in the van, didn't we?
We did. We did the heating and the all the
Hot
appliances.
water, yeah.
Hot water.
Bedding setup, kitchen, fridge, freezer, all seem to work. So the voyage of discovery is still good. I hope you've enjoyed the film as well of our first trip out in the motorhome.
Yes, indeed. And we'll be doing a detailed walkthrough of our motorhome, which is a Mobile Vetta K-Yacht Technoline 79.
That's a mouthful for you.
It is. Yes, and we'll be looking at sort of some of the technical aspects of the motorhome as well as the layout.
Yes, indeed. So we're looking forward to bringing you that film. Thank you very much again for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, of course, please do consider subscribing to our channel and do give us a like. And of course, we do love to get your comments as well in the just down below the film there. So send us any questions or comments you may have. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.